Well, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition, Choir Boys Cutlery Outdoors, a Cold Steel Recon Hawk rendition from the haunted ass church, if you will. Before we get into it, guys, y'all know what's coming. There was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own lives. That number's going down. Vets, what we want you to know is you're welcome here. You have a place here. We back to blue over here. We support Leo. How do you do that, Scab? Well, we don't break the damn law best we can. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. So today is the Recon Hawk by Cold Steel. This was gifted to me by Jacob Lamb. Jacob's an awesome dude, big supporter of the channel, and he has sent me this. He's also sent me a Chaos buoy. Jacob sent me several things. Y'all have heard that name several times from Cold Steel. He's a big Cold Steel fan like I am. And this is one of those pieces he just recently sent. So, Jacob, thank you, man. First thing you're going to notice is how sharp this damn thing is out of the box. This is quite possibly the sharpest hawk I've ever demonstrated in my life. Now, in the first couple minutes, guys, what we're going to do is cut some water hose. We're going to cut that high-pressure sandblast hose. We're going to cut some stuff just to show you the sharpness before we get into the meat and potatoes and the chopping. Now, this thing is billed as a escape, evasion, a camping, a do anything hawk, okay? Now, what a tomahawk must do, in my opinion, it has to chop. So we're going to do a lot of chopping in this video. But this is one of the most impressive things about this hawk is the sharpness. Now, the edge is thin. I'm a little concerned about that, I'm not going to lie. And let me say this to all the Cold Steel fanboys. I have more Cold Steel than you do, probably. At one point in my life, I had over 100 pieces. I've got probably 70 or 80 now. So I'm a big, big, big Cold Steel fan. Okay, there's just some guys, anytime you say anything that concerns you, they freak out. Take a breath. It's Cold Steel. You'll be okay. Go watch some old videos of Lynn Thompson so you don't hyperventilate. Yes, that was a push cut that damn near cut the thing in half. And here I've lost my temper. I tried throwing it several times, so I'm going to blame the cone and the hawk because I missed every time. Now, right here, we're just going to do some real quick woodwork and then really, really get into the chopping. And what I mean by that is just this, guys. This thing did some pretty dang good feather sticks. Is it a good hawk to have with you in the woods? Let's find out, man. It's got to be able to do everything. Now, it's well balanced. Let me give you some specs. The edge, the cutting edge is 4.5 inches. The hawk length, that's from the tip to the edge, is 7 inches. The overall height, length, whatever you want to call it, is 17.5. The thickness is 5 millimeters. It is all one piece, okay? The steel is 6 mn or 65 mn, something like that. Now, here's the deal. I believe the handles are that Zytel material. I was a little concerned about the handles. I got to tell you, we do a ton of chopping, chop a lot of different medians in this video. There were no hot spots. I thought up front, well, I might work a little blister, might work a little something like that. And I'm a guy that uses my hands every single day. That was just on my first impressions. But I'm going to tell y'all something, I'm being honest. I varied my hand grip. From the neck of the handle to the base, never a hot spot. It felt comfortable. It felt good. So that leaves this. Does the edge hold up? We're going to find out because we do a lot of chopping. Here's an old 2x4. All right. Now, right here, I'm coming straight down on that edge. I'm doing that purposely. But I want y'all to notice the bites it's getting. And again, guys, this is an older 2x4. I found it laying around. So it's going to give. We've proved that this hawk is sharp. We've proved it's got a great edge. Does it split? Does a pretty dang good job. And we're going to use that back point. Now, people will, every video that I have some kind of spike on the end or something has to remind me that it's for, I know what it's for. I know exactly why they put it on there, as if you can't use it for, I'm going to tell you something. If I need it, if Sasquatch is coming at me, that spike is going right between his eyes. Let me go ahead and help y'all with that. I'm sorry, I don't breach many doors, so that's what we're going to use it for. Right here, here's that hawk. Now, I want y'all to look how deep that spike got. Great penetration. I'm going to prove it even further here in a minute. We're going to put one 2x4 on top of another and go straight through them, all right, or go straight through one into the other. The spike is super, super sharp as well. The balance on this thing is damn near perfect. I'm going to be honest with you. It's been a long time since I threw a hawk. I wanted to include that, but I missed so many times that we're not including that. But it has a great balance, and it seems to hit really hard. And you'll see that throughout this video. When it lands, man, it lands smooth, it lands straight, and it lands hard. Now right here, look at that. It didn't penetrate all the way through both, but it went straight through one. Now, what we're going to do here is just process some of this wood by splitting it, okay? Using the tip, using the edge, using a little bit of everything. And it does incredibly well. Again, a tremendous bite right there. So if you do have to breach a door, I can't imagine why, but if you did have to do that, this thing will work very, very good. Or you can just use it to split wood with like I do. Now right there, look at that, in twainage, son. Again, twainage. Now, here's an oak limb that I found laying out there. And I'll be honest with you, I thought it was had a little more life to it than what it did. It's got some age to it, you can tell. So we go through it pretty quick. Now, one thing I will say on the balance of this hawk, the one thing that I think that I like about the balance is you can land that edge wherever you want it. Having a hard time speaking today, son. Good Lord. You can put the blade tip wherever you want it, like right there. Just bam, 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 bam. And I like doing this particular demonstration, holding the log and swinging with the other hand. All right, it'll give you a real good idea, one, of the control of the tool, whether it's a knife, whether it's a big chopper, whether it's a hawk. If you can land in the same spot several blows in a row, it's got pretty good balance. It swings pretty true, and this thing absolutely does. I think it's around 24 ounces. I want to say something like that. Might be wrong. Somebody double check me on that. It is not a heavy hawk. It's got a pretty nice sheath that comes with it if you want to stick it in your belt and carry it like that. Does it process wood? You damn right it does. Now here in a minute, we're going to cut some of them old Florida vines. And let me say this. I like cutting these vines for the simple fact they have a lot of bounce to them. They're springy, they spongy, and they bounce. So you got to hit them true, and you need a sharp edge to go through them. I want y'all to watch these next few seconds. This thing just goes straight through them. Let's watch. Let's all watch together. Here we go. That's kind of weird with no sound, so I'll keep talking. You'll notice, guys, that the hawk goes straight through, zero problem right there. And again, we're going to do it a couple more times now. Here in a minute, we go to a little bit bigger vine. And to all my dear tree-hugging friends, these vines kill trees, so I'm doing them a favor. You should thank me instead of bitching. I doubt you will, but there you go. And right there, you see those clean licks. And again, right here, you can see right there, man, a little bit bigger vine. We're just going to process this up. We didn't cut down any trees, nothing like that, just the old Florida vines. And again, guys, go straight through it. Very comfortable in hand. The hawk is very fast, too. Swings very, 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 very fast. Was really a lot of fun to get out there and play with. Now, actually, like I said earlier, I'm at the haunted ass church, so there's some pine forest out there. This is out actually near a creek, so you get a little different foliage, a little different stuff. And there's a tree that fell that we're going to use right here. Now, y'all can see where it blew over. It wasn't chopped down, so everybody can take a breath. It fell over the creek there. But it fell right over the pathway. So we're going to cut it up. While I do my shout outs, guys, just watch the bites this hawk gets. Really, really, truly impressive. Let's do our shout outs, man. First and foremost, Donnie B All-day. He's marching to 10,000. He's growing daily. Get over there and give Donnie a like, a subscription. Let's get him to 10,000. Joe from Steel Forged and Fire, Sword and Knife. Great channel, great dude, great brother. He's my partner on Blade Talk. Go subscribe to him. And then Blade Talk with Scab and Joe. Tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're having Dave Puzon. Dave is a Work Tough Gear designer, an MMA fighter, and an Army veteran. Should be a great Blade Talk. Join us over on my other channel, Blade Talk with Scab and Joe, and check that out. The two guys that were really, really pushing until they hit 1,000 are Eric Husyan and Karl Ruedger. Two great brothers in the blade, two awesome, awesome channels. go check them out. There will be links in the description to all of these channels. So go check them out, guys. And if you would, hit the like, hit the subscription bell for me, hit the bell, all the shit you're supposed to do. I appreciate it. Now, that's twice I've asked y'all to subscribe in 2 days. I probably won't ask again for another 10 videos. I was able to use this hawk and kind of process up this tree just a little bit. We're able to get it off the pathway. Now, here's the deal, guys. I showed y'all up front how sharp this hawk was. Did the edge hold up? No. On the 2x4, the first couple licks, it sustained some pretty good nicks in it. Was it too thin? Might have been. Heat treat? Might have been. I'm going to show you the spots. I'm going to repair them because I absolutely love this hawk. I really, really do. This is one that I want to start taking with me more in the woods. It's pretty light. It's out of the way, but I'm going to have to repair it first. And I'm going to show y'all the damage this thing took. We're going to repair it to see if it's a heat treat issue, maybe the edge is too thin issue. I will say this, most of my hawks, I like a robust edge, something that's really, really good for chopping. I don't like keeping them super sharp. Now, I didn't mention it till now because I wanted to show you cutting the vines. I wanted to show y'all processing up this tree. If I'd have mentioned it earlier, I didn't want to taint the review. I don't know what the hell I was doing right there. There's no telling with old Scabber. The hawk held up very, very well from a chopping point of view with some damage on the edge. Now, they're pretty deep, okay? So I'm going to show you, I'm going to fix it, and we're going to bring this thing back. Does that ruin the hawk for me? No. I'm going to have to do some blade maintenance, and I'm probably going to have to change the edge profile, to be honest with you. I'm going to have to remove a good bit of steel because it's two pretty good divots out of it. But even after the damage was sustained, it still chopped like a monster. Let me show you right here. You can see it. Took two pretty good hunks out of there. That was on the 2x4. I don't know if I hit a nail. I don't know what I did or if I hit it flat. Again, is it the end all be it? No. No, we'll repair it and move forward. I want to repair it and see if it holds up. If it holds up, it was just too thin an edge. Now, we're going to do a little more chopping just to show you once you've seen the damage and show you that this thing still works. It still rides. If you needed it in an emergency, it'd be there. Guys, I love y'all. God knows I do. God bless y'all. I hope he does. Jacob Lamb, my brother, man, thank you, dude. Love you very much. Can't wait to meet you in October, September, whenever you're coming down. That's going to be a blast. I appreciate all you do for this channel. Guys, Mikey says it best. Everything's going to be all right. I'm Scab. You're not. I'm gone, son.